topic.
From comedians you've been told to like. Please welcome Aziz Ansari.
What's up, y'all? Sometimes I start a sentence really soft and then get loud.
He's hilarious because I saw him in a show.
Amy Schumer or Aziz? Who's funnier?
If you're into dumpster fires, then good for you, okay? Aziz Ansari looks like Gandhi and a meerkat had a baby. Alright, and this story broke on babe.net.
What the fuck is babe.net?
Can we stop pretending these small websites are reliable news networks?
You know what I mean?
Okay? If I walk to the doctor's office and it turns out to be his basement and Dr. Gupta fucking has his failed mixtapes and CDs.
Yeah, I'm right here in my studio. And then there's a bed right here.
So, they met at an award show. She approached him. They exchanged contact. They met up a week later. I'm going to read this next part from the Babe article. She settled on a tank top, dress, and jeans. She showed me a picture. It was a good outfit. Thanks for the information, Mom.
Yes.
You know what I like the most about this? Is this is a sexual assault article, and we got feminists everywhere like, no matter what I wear, I don't deserve it. And this article's like, but she did wear something nice.
Be consistent, boo boo honey chicken cherry.
So they go to his place, they drink wine, and she says it was white. I didn't get to choose, and I prefer red, but it was white wine. Red, red wine, hey, stay close to me. Hey, wine.
What did you say?
So they go to dinner. He quickly asked for the check and he said, let's get off this boat. She recalls there was still wine in her glass and more left in the bottle he ordered. She said he wanted to get me drunk and then fuck me. No,
Yeah.
he didn't even let you finish the wine, bitch. You complained that he didn't let you finish the wine. What kind of person wants to get you drunk and then doesn't let you finish the wine? They eat really quickly, go back to his place. She sits, in her own words, on the marble top counter and they begin kissing. He undresses her, he gets naked, and then he says, let me go grab a prophylactic, a condom. She says, let's chill, to which he says, okay. Goes back to kissing her, goes down on her, then she goes down on him and she's upset. Because he didn't respect her let's chill comment. Isn't it possible that he interpreted your let's chill comment right before he went to get the condom as, hey, let's not have sex, let's do more foreplay because women like more foreplay. So he kisses you, right? Then he eats your poom poom, right? He eats your box out, and then
He eats your box. It's a vagina. Don't refer it as a box.
a box, a tunnel, a cave of wonders, sugar walls, whatever term you like to use, okay? Now look, if a dude invites you back to his place, does that mean he wants to fuck you?
Yes! Yes!
Does that mean that you have to have sex if you go back to his place? No. But if you go back to his place, don't be surprised if he tries to have sex with you. Boo boo. If a man takes you to a restaurant, you guys will most likely try to eat. If a man takes you to a bowling alley, he'll most likely want to alley.
What?
If a man takes you to a daycare, he'll most likely want to kidnap a baby.
What?
And if a man takes you back to his place, he'll most likely try to fuck you.
Wine, oysters, which is a known aphrodisiac.
Took you to a boat, dinner, he rushed the check.
You meet the dude at his apartment.
34 and you're 22 and you're surprised he's trying to fuck you? Hey fellas, I expect you to read my vague ass nonverbal cues which change with the day, but then you expect us not to expect you to be able to read his cues, which were in a big neon strip club sign that were saying, I'm trying to fuck you. That's like getting in an elevator with Aziz Ansari. He presses the 4 button. You guys get up on the 4th floor. The door's open, and you're like, why are we on the 4th floor?
You dumb motherfucker.
How is it that men have all the burden when it comes to being able to read the signals?
We have to read the cues, but you don't have to read the cues.
That's essentially it. From the moment a man takes your phone number, he most likely wants to take you on a date or fuck you.
Yes!
I don't want to generalize like that, but what I will say is I do statistics.
You do?
I do. That do, okay?
You can just say you do.
I do that do, okay?
Sound like Morse code, man.
He goes on to say, where do you want me to fuck you? Do you want me to fuck you right here?
God, this guy is so fucking cringy, though. That's porn. That's porn right there.
You know what I feel like Aziz is? Aziz is like a 13-year-old child who went to watch a superhero movie and thought he could fly afterwards. Nigga, calm the fuck down, okay? And then she said, no, you guys are all the same. I just want to make a little side note. Grace said it was so real meeting Aziz because he was a celebrity, major comedian, prominent TV actor. She was super excited for those reasons to meet him. You were only with this dude for his status, and you're surprised when he was only trying to fuck you because of his status. Aziz asked her what she meant when she said all men are the same. She got up, grabbed her phone, called a cab, went home, and cried. And that's the end of the story.
Creepy dudes are everywhere, man.
Hi, I'm Aziz Ansari, and I'm a male feminist who likes to fuck women like dirty little whores. Where do you want me to fuck you, huh? Where do you want me to fuck you, huh? Where do you want me to fuck you? How about the closet? That's where I hide my feelings about women. How about under the bed instead? Meerkat. Meerkat. Oh, yeah. The Office. A person doesn't have to have a crime committed against them for them to feel violated. And if you do feel violated, it's perfectly justifiable to feel that way. Something can be morally reprehensible and not be criminal. Now, whether it should be a crime or not is a different story, but as it stands, it's not. And to claim this person is a criminal is slander, right? You don't have to do something criminally racist or discriminatory for me to feel deeply offended by what you do. If someone gets on national TV, when newscasters get on national TV and they say thug and black people are criminals and all that stuff, I'm deeply offended. I am. But can I call that a hate crime? No, because it's not within the definition of a hate crime. And it's important to keep those things in mind. I had someone say that catcalling is sexual assault. Someone said that. Catcalling is sexual, and people were agreeing. And I'm like, what are you talking about? Catcalling only qualifies as sexual harassment. And the distinction between these things are super important because we're talking about criminal activity. There's legal terms for a reason. We have manslaughter, we have first-degree murder. The distinction, the severity, and the social impact that the crime has is completely different, despite the fact that the pain caused exactly the same. Whether it's manslaughter or first-degree murder, someone is dead. Now, just because someone is dead does not mean it's a murder, the same way just because someone felt violated does not mean it's a sexual assault. I think it is important to note that I think what he did was wrong because it did show a lack of sensitivity. And for someone who claims to be a male feminist, I find it ironic that you're so insensitive to the cues that women are sending you in that regard.
Your job is to write jokes and to write shit and to write material about men that should be sensitive. You even wrote a motherfucking book, motherfucker. So you know, and you act like that, it's actually far worse. It's even worse. Because that's not you not knowing. That's not you being insensitive. That's you having a disregard for it.
Now, some people are saying in light of what happened, nobody can determine what another person's experience is, sexual assault or not. Sexual assault is a crime with legal implications. When we're going to publicly, potentially alter someone's career as a result of this legal issue, then yeah, you should judge it based off your own characteristics because we're going through a sexual renegotiating phase. And if you don't know what that is, we've gone through many of them in history. In the early 1900s, what did they do? They had a huge thing against gay people and masturbation because of the church. So they made laws that worked against that and worked against gay people. And for years, those ideas and those morals affected the laws that we put in place. We're going through the same thing right now. So if we're not part of the public discussion, if we're not voicing our opinion, then what morals come to the forefront and decide new legislation will be negatively impacting us for decades onward. Getting it right after the law got it wrong is hard.
Yup.
Changing a law after it's already put in place, it is nearly impossible. So that's why I'm telling people, we're already seeing it. Bill C-16, where it's now illegal, okay, to not refer to someone by their preferred pronoun. Yeah. And whether you agree with it or not, these are laws that are being made as a result of public discourse. So we have to participate. Grace claims that Aziz had a very specific thing he likes to do where you take two fingers like a V, insert it in her mouth, and then put it inside her vagina. She called this move the claw. I think it's funny because I think that's a terrible name. Basically, he grabbed you by the pussy, so call it the Trump.